There was an old 60s cartoon called The Wacky Racers. And it had some characters such as Peter Perfect and Penelope Pitstop and the Anthill Mob. And there were also the villains, Dick Dastardly and his sidekick Muttley, who were always scheming to stop the other racers from winning. Their methods included setting traps, putting up fake detours, and sabotaging other vehicles. So in the same way, sin is like Dick Dastardly. It grabs hold of us so that we don't finish the race. Its partner, temptation, lures us into sin's trap using what we like or what we want as bait. Now, once sin is committed, death is then given the authority to be enforced as the penalty. And this is like being disqualified from the race. And this is all found, all of this whole context, this concept is all found in James chapter 1. So, in conclusion, sin actively instigates us to stop us from serving Christ or prevent us from beginning to serve Christ. Paul said sin activates death, but God's kindness through Jesus Christ brings his approval and eternal life. He then makes this very important point in Romans chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. Here Paul says, well, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? So that God will continually forgive us? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin, in other words, unresponsive to the urging of sin, live any longer therein? Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Christ were baptized into his death? Therefore, we are buried with Christ by or through baptism into his death, that like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, who is Yahweh, even so we also should walk in newness